Hi everyone. Welcome to StockSageAI. In this video, we are going to talk about stock management feature on our platform. So as you can see, we already have the dashboard open for the stock management. Um, if you see, we talked about this in one of our introductory videos, like how to add a stock and what are the popular stocks you can add directly to your watch list. You can even mark certain stocks as favorites. So let me take a stock and probably add it to the system to showcase it once again. So let me add NVIDIA. So now the stock specifically is added to my list. So let me go and choose NVIDIA over here. Okay. So whenever you add a new stock, the system will try to reprocess it and come up with the latest predictions for that stock. The stock forecast page showcases that. Let me also add this stock to my favorites. So now if you see on this dashboard, you have these multiple tabs: stock forecast, signal summary, you have technical indicators, you have candlestick chart, market performance data, and then you have news, and you have financials. Okay, so I'll talk about these tabs one by one. So let me go back to the stock forecast page. So if you see, you can see a graph over here, and let me enable this training data as well so that you can understand this better. So if you actually see, our AI system is specifically trained on so much data right from 2023 till now 2024, and this data is primarily used to come up with the predictions which you can see on the graph. Let me remove this and explain this better. You see these green lines are our actual prices, the actual stock price movement. The red line is specifically the predicted price, and whenever the predicted price is within plus minus 4% of the um, actual price, it will actually mark it as a yellow dot over here. So all these yellow dots, if you see, these are our predictions which were within plus minus 4% of the predicted price. Okay, so this also gives the overall prediction accuracy for our stock to somewhere around 81.3%. If you see the data for past 6 months, we made 123 predictions, out of which 100 were bang on. When we say bang on, it was primarily plus minus 4%, because there is always a band which can change in terms of the prices, and that is something which is depicted here as well. If you see the forecast for future, we have a upper bound and we have the lower bound already specified, and in between these two bands we have the orange line, which is our forecasted price. Now coming back to the summary section of this, based on all the analysis which we do by training our AI algorithms, we are able to come up with certain summaries or signals which the investors and even traders can use for their benefit, which is mentioned over here in this section. If it is a strong bias, it will be showcased over it. If it is a weak bias, it would be showcased here. Even if it is neutral, then it would be mentioned over here. It explains what does that mean, the suggested actions. You also get the signal analysis score and the confidence level of that score, and on the basis of that, how does the long-term outlook look for that specific stock. Okay. Now going to the next tab, which is the signal summary, which is an extension of the stock forecast tab only, but here we kind of deep dive into more detailed data on the basis of the various analysis done. We have certain graphs which we showcase over here, which are primarily used for back testing and kind of look at the equity curve, monthly returns, trade distribution, the bets we made, the losses we incurred, the wins we got, rolling returns, how much were they, and the risk matrix. All of that data is available over here for deep analysis, and on the basis of that, the investors can take a call on how to proceed for this specific stock. Now moving ahead to the next tab, it's technical indicators, where you get a complete market summary of what are the overall trends, basis, the indicators like RSI, MACD, Bollinger Bands. So how is the price movement happening? How are the SMAs, SMA 20, SMA 50? How are the volumes faring for that specific stock? And on the basis of that, we come up with a market summary which is ready to use information for the investor, and they can look at the key signals and understand the important insights without going through the details, because a lot of people don't understand what do these indicators really mean. We also have help available here where you can actually go and understand and read about these technical indicators, what do they mean and how do they help in taking smart investment decisions. Now moving to the next tab, which is the candlestick chart. This is primarily based on the data which we collect for a specific stock. We can increase or decrease the range of data we have for a specific stock, and on the basis of that, we identify various candlestick patterns. The candlestick chart is available, but normally the platforms don't give you patterns which are important for you to take smart investment decisions. Here we provide you those specific patterns, the indicators, and what do they really mean for you. So let me give you an example. Like for example, here I can see piercing line. So we also have a significant pattern score attached to each of these patterns which are detected by AI, and we try to keep the score threshold over here, which is 7.5. We can also reduce this and it will show you a lot of other data as well in terms of pattern, but our recommendation would be to not look at the patterns which are below 7.5, because there won't be any significant for your investment decisions. Okay, this might take some time because the system has to churn the data and come back again, but now you can see more patterns available on this graph. The red bar which you see over here, this is your resistance levels. You also have the prices mentioned over here. The greens are your support levels, and likewise if you go below, you can actually see various detected technical patterns. Do they have a bullish confirmation or a bearish confirmation, and do they have volumes supporting them or not? All of that information is available over here. What kind of support and resistance levels we see for this specific stock, okay, and what is the AI saying over here in terms of from a trading perspective or a trading signal perspective? Is it a strong buy? Is it a sell? What does it really mean? And what is the basis for those decisions? All of that information is available over here for your review. Okay, so you can actually see all of this. Now moving to the next tab, which is market performance. This is again an overview of how's the company growing, how's the market rating it, what are the PE ratios, the various KPIs we have, how's the price performance, how is the dividend performing, and those kind of things. How is the stock faring over a 52-week period? We also have a specific bar chart for that. Okay, moving to the next section, which is the news section. Here we keep on tracking the news for a specific stock which we are viewing on daily basis. All of this news is collected from various websites, and we then do a sentiment analysis, and any price impact is there, and what is the confidence of that specific impact. So you can actually analyze these news and look at the sentiment and price impact field on that stock. Moving to the next section, which is financials. Here you will see various matrices which are related to the financial, income statements, balance sheets, cash flow of for a specific stock. We also have a section on the right in green header, which showcases what does this really mean, all these numbers, and is it a buy or is it a sell or is it a hold call. The AI generates automatically all of this information, and this is for your consideration. Before you take any investment decision, look at this information, understand it, and then take your investment decision. I'll just go through these two different tabs. This is the income statement, this is the balance sheet, this is the cash flow for the company, And this is the research analysis basis what the market research is saying and what are the market analysts recommending for the specific stock. That's it from my side for this specific feature. Talk to you again in another episode of StockSage AI features. Thank you.